You're listening to Radio in the Weeds. Enjoy the show. We got to get the energy up. We got to get the energy. It's Christmas. It's Christmas time! Wow, it's Christmas time! Hello, everybody. Do you hear that? The jindly bindle of the bells. What does that mean, Matt?
It's Christmas time! But almost.
Christmas time!
Sorry, I always wet myself when you started that intro because it sounded like you were
Hi, kids!
Yeah, it was like a Christmas children's show. Oh, that was great.
Guess what the date is? It's the 4th of December! That means it's only 21 days till the big day.
Can you stop that now?
That's going to be a character. I'm going to put that character in child presenter.
Child presenter.
Creepy child presenter. Hi, kids!
This year, you're all coming round my house and I'm going to give you some special treats.
It also sounds like he smokes like 20 a day. Like, hi, kids!
We're getting closer and closer to Jimmy Savile at this point.
Everyone's coming around mine on Christmas. Let's go to the basement.
Oh my god. Anyway, what a fucking way to start a podcast.
That's made me light-headed, actually, doing that voice. Yeah, it is the Christmas season. Everyone's on the 4th box of their advent calendars. Ooh. Everyone's hopefully started listening to Christmas music because it's now of the year.
Yeah, you're allowed to now.
What's the cut-off point for Christmas? Like, when do you think we're allowed to start? Because there's big controversy about this.
Well, okay, I think for just Christmas songs and stuff like this, and like Christmas jumpers, just when you're starting to feel a bit festive, it's the 1st of December. But I don't put my decorations up until I don't know, it would be like the 13th, something like that, 13th, 14th.
Wow.
It's because you should aim for the weekend that is closest to 12 days before Christmas, basically.
Is that your philosophy?
That is my rule, yeah. And then you have to take it down 12 days after Christmas or within.
What's 12 days? January.
It's like January the 4th or something like.
Yeah, I sort of agree with that. Like, after New Year's, it's sort of like, you gotta take them down now. Like, yeah. The thing is, January is so depressing because it's like
it is.
You've had the fun bit, and now it's just cold, and you've got nothing to look forward to until the spring.
So when do you put your Christmas decorations or your family?
I like to do a bit earlier because I like getting into Christmas spirit. Because the thing is, after bonfire night, which is obviously the best holiday,
ever. It will be next year.
Yeah, exactly. You've got fucking nothing to do. You've got nothing to look forward to. So there's that period in November where you're like, oh, really just want to look forward to Christmas now. So I get impatient. So I'm saying like the 20th of November is... I didn't start listening to Christmas music till the 28th this year. But I have been known in the past to listen to Christmas music around the 20th of November.
But I feel like when I listened to Christmas music before, obviously when you're listening to it, it's great, and it's afterwards you have the guilt of like, oh no, I should have waited. It's like being an alcoholic and you're like drinking, and you're like, no, what have I done?
Please forgive me, Santa.
Because on the years that you do wait, and you like I have this year, and then you listen to it on the 1st or 2nd or whatever, it is better. It feels you
feel good about yourself.
Yeah, it's like completing like No Nut November, which I don't think anyone does. But did you win this year? No.
I literally could not get less. I'm pretty sure I must on the first day of it.
I think I think it's weird that people take it seriously. I know it's like a joke, and I think 90% of people just take it as a joke, like on the internet. But there are those people that like, it is my time.
It is my time. I must bring honour to my family.
Yeah.
That's something you can look forward to after bonfire night in November.
Makes
It's a
the
new
wait to
holiday.
Christmas even worse.
We should make an episode making no November an official holiday.
On the first of on Advent on the 1st of December.
On the first day of November.
No. The first of December. You're just listening to Christmas music, just nutting everywhere. It's Christmas.
It's the annual nut day.
Oh, that's great.
You just got the big celebration about where you didn't come again.
Oh. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Yeah, so I've started listening to Christmas music. Getting like my flatmate, half of my flatmates don't like Christmas music. There's four of us. Two of them despise Christmas music.
What does that mean?
Yeah, I don't know. They just they don't like the repetition. Because you know how like in Christmas songs, everyone does covers of the same Christmas song, which don't get me wrong, pisses me off too. Like I don't want. I was sorting out my Christmas playlist recently. I've got about 4 different songs of like Michael Bublé, Kylie Minogue, the original actual person that wrote the song, and then like someone else, and it's just like
I'm gonna have a little gander at my Christmas.
I don't fucking want 4 of the same song sang by different people.
Well, the thing that annoys me is when, because for me, I'm quite a traditional person when it comes to like songs. I listen to old music and stuff, so it annoys me when like people add like Justin Bieber's Christmas song or Ariana Grande's Christmas. It's like, it doesn't feel like Christmas to me. It needs to be songs that I listened to as a kid.
Yeah,
that
I have a healthy mix.
Okay.
Whenever there's a good Christmas song that comes out, like I like Michael Bublé.
He's alright. Well, he feels old-fashioned though. But that's just like he's tricked the whole fucking world.
But even like Kylie Minogue's and like One More Sleep by Leona Lewis, I love that one. So I do like some of the modern ones, but also you can't have Christmas without like the traditional like Andy Williams and Dean Martin,
like Slade,
and,
but
or even
like Elton
like
John,
the
Step
80s
Into
songs.
Christmas, Paul McCartney's one.
Yeah. You need the old fashioned ones,
or
as well
Boney M,
all the like
favourite.
Come Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen.
Oh yeah, that one.
Like that just. It's like you would never ever listen to that. Like
No.
It's not even my type of music, but it just makes you feel warm inside when you hear like a really old song that you've heard every single year at Christmas for your whole life. It just makes you feel so Christmassy because it's like you just remember when you were like 5 years old.
I like the Boney M's Christmas song.
Boney M's?
You know, that's the people that do Rasputin.
Oh my god,
band.
They've made a Christmas song.
Oh yeah, it's the best. It's Mary's. No, it's like obviously like a really old band. It's like from the 70s.
Yeah.
It's called Mary's Boy Child.
Christmas time.
No, it goes Mary's Boy Child. Jesus Christ was born on Christmas Day.
Oh, is that them?
Yeah.
I didn't know that was them.
Oh,
yeah, I know that one. Yeah, I've got that one.
But like the main
did
guy
not know they were the people that did
actually sing
Rasputin.
any of them.
Right.
They also do a non-Christmas song like Daddy Cool. Daddy Cool.
That makes me uncomfortable.
Oh, they're great. I love them.
What do you think? I've heard a lot of controversy about advent calendars. A lot of people think the chocolate in them is shit.
Oh well.
What do you?
Yeah, like they are, but like, who cares?
I quite like the chocolate in them.
I don't know.
Like getting like a Maltesers one.
Yeah,
I've
I've got the Maltesers one.
At the moment, I've got a Thornton's one because my mate is lactose intolerant, and his grandma gave me a Thornton's advent calendar.
Okay.
And he was like, "Well, I can't eat this," so he's giving it to me. So I've got a free advent calendar.
Have you ever bought a calendar for yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, so I've never. But like that also means there's been a couple of years that I've not had one. Like uni and
Wow,
stuff.
that's sad. What? And you were like, "Well, if no one's gonna buy it for me, I'm just not."
No. It's just no. It's
you sat in your room with your arms crossed, having a temper tantrum. Like, whoa. No one loves me, obviously.
No one loves me enough to get me an advent calendar. No. It's more the fact that I like it's got to like the 5th. I'm like, oh yeah, advent calendar. I forgot about that. And then just like, oh, I'm not getting it now.
Now, with age, like when you were little, you'd wake up. First thing you do is eat chocolate. With age, you wake up and you're like, I need to do my teeth. I don't really want to have a like.
Yeah, then when I asked to brush your teeth, it's like, well, I don't want to ruin the chocolate. And ruin the
Yeah,
teeth.
exactly. So you have to wait until it's like the evening, and then you forget, and then the next day you're like, oh yeah, I didn't have and it gets to the point where like a week has passed and you haven't eaten any chocolate, and you're like, oh yeah, and you just eat them all in one sitting.
So how do you feel about the people that would eat their entire advent calendar by the 5th or 4th or something?
Oh, they made me violently ill.
I hate them. It makes,
they
well,
make me sick.
They make me aggressive.
They make my blood boil like the fires of Pompeii.
Like they're the kids that just they have no self control. Like surely.
Well, if you're 3 years old, okay.
No, I remember these kids like guys. I'd go around their house on like the 15th, like when they're like 15 or 14, and we're going around like playing Xbox or something. And they'd be like, "Oh, do you want some chocolate?" And I was like,
And then you left them immediately.
Yeah, then they try to like
excuse
it, and they're like, "Well, I know that I'm gonna get chocolate later on." Or blah, blah, blah. So
no, fuck off. It's not about the chocolate. It's about the countdown.
Exactly.
That's what's fun. It's not. If you want chocolate, buy some fucking chocolate. An advent calendar is about each day get a little something, and it's a fun countdown. The chocolates are just a bonus. It's about countdown. If you just eat all the chocolate, there's no fucking point in having a calendar, is there?
Exactly.
Also,
you might as well just buy a fucking box of chocolates.
If you want chocolates, there's way more in a box of chocolates than there ever will be in an advent calendar.
Yeah.
So just buy a box of chocolates. Don't just ruin your advent calendar by just skipping it all.
Oh, let's talk about other things that make you feel like Christmas is coming.
God.
So you got the Christmas
just say things that annoy us.
No, it's a festive podcast. We need to talk about Christmas.
Do you have a big emotional connection to the John Lewis adverts? Because that's a bit. Everyone's like, "Ooh, John Lewis advert, John Lewis advert at Christmas." I'm like, it's a fucking advert.
There's only one I actually liked, and it was I'm gonna butcher this now. It was the bear that was like not like sleeping over Christmas, and then like the rabbit or hare that like woke him up and was like, "Oh, come on!" And it's got the really famous Lily Allen singing that cover of "Somewhere Only We Know."
Oh yeah, I know the song. I think I did see that.
That
I think the only one I remember is the Man on the Moon. That is
shit.
And that's because they showed it to us in class, and I was a bit like, this seems a bit fucking weird. This guy is just looking in this child's bedroom.
Exactly. I think that was the first one where I went, come on, John Lewis, this is getting a bit shit now, and then they've all been shit since.
Yeah, I saw it, I was like, this is a bit fucked up, I'm not gonna lie. Like, this old man is stalking this child.
I remember, I don't know what year it was, I'm guessing it was, my guess would be 2014, but because of, it would have been. The Sainsbury's did a, like, World War One football truce advert, and that was good.
Oh, that's nice.
That was really good.
That's one of my favourite stories. One of my favourite stories is that in World War One, they all stopped fighting and had a footy game.
Yeah,
but it's a bit sad. Imagine thinking like, oh, we had a football game. We all like threw our guns down and made peace for one day, and then the next day they're like, right, let's fucking kill each other again. Like,
yeah, that's what makes the story so like bittersweet.
Yeah, because it's like they obviously were friendly enough to have a day. Also, how did they organise that? How did they start? Just like if you get up in the trench, you get shot. You don't walk over to the other side and be like, can we have a timeout, please? We want to play football.
Exactly.
Did they send messages over?
Well, in every, because I've seen it in the advert, and I've also seen like little short people have made like a short film of it, and every time it's the Germans singing "Silent Night" in German.
Oh,
like whatever it is. Like, I don't know the lyrics because I don't speak German. I was about to
Stille Nacht, Heilige Nacht.
Yeah. So and then it cuts to the British people like, oh, I know that song, and then they start singing it.
Oh, fucking know that band, don't they?
And then this was like Christmas, or like during the night, and then they like start having a chat, and then they start giving each other like chocolates and showing each other like
they just shouted it like, "Hey, how you doing? You did."
And then they start showing each other their like, "Oh, this is my girlfriend from back home. Yeah, isn't she paying?"
But how did they? But like the first guy that was like, "Let's go over and say hello," must have been fucking terrified. Because like, yeah, Sindian's one thing in each other's trenches, you know, separated by like a lot of. Because there's a big distance between the trenches, isn't it? It's several hundred meters or something.
Yeah.
And like, so Sindian is fine, but he was the first guy to be like, "You wanna go over there and play football?" Like, how did that idea come about? How did they be like, "Let's risk getting shot"? Did they just throw a football over, and then the Germans were like, "Oh, it's a bomb," and then they're like, "Oh wait, no, it's funny."
I bet you it happened because obviously the trenches ran for like hundreds of miles, and I think like this happened at different points along the trench. Imagine you're like a British soldier, and on Christmas Day you see like a German stand up and start walking over, and you just fucking headshot him. And then the next day you hear the news like, "Oh, did you hear the news that you're 30 miles away? They had a football game and they were
everyone like, put down their guns, and it was really lovely."
And you were just like,
"It's like, oh,
oops,
shit,
gulp." Yeah. Oops, I just shot him in the head. I'm trying to find the every John Lewis Christmas advert over the years.
Oh my god.
2007. Ugh.
Jesus, that takes so long.
Yeah, I'm not going to go for more. I'm just going to have a look and see if there's any that I remember.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan. What does John Lewis sell?
John Lewis sells like home products.
Right. Why are they
Christmas?
Like, why are they a thing about Christmas?
I don't know.
Did they just do it one year and people went, "Oh, well, I like that"?
Well, I guess because it's like, so they do like furniture, they do like electronics, so they'll do like PS5s, and then they'll also do like some clothes as well. So I guess it's very like present-y stuff.
Right. Because everyone's been obsessed with it in my youth. Everyone's been like, "Oh, did you see the new John?" I was like, "No, because I don't shop at John Lewis and I don't care. It's marketing. I don't care about their marketing ploy. I'm not getting sucked into their vicious little corporation.
Yeah,
disgusting."
Or like the Coca-Cola advert, "Christmas is coming" one.
Yeah, they always. Another one of my favourite facts is that Coca-Cola changed Santa's colours, and that's the reason why Santa's red.
Do you know what one of my favourite facts is?
What?
Apparently that's bullshit. Because that is such a known fact that me is my like, "Oh, I've got a better fact," and I think it's true. I've heard it like apparently.
Well, I'm going to counter your fact once more.
Let me just Google it now.
Counter attack. Actually, you can fucking shut your mouth. Did Coca-Cola change Santa?
I can't fucking type, so go on.
Coca-Cola's advertising played a big role in shaping the jolly character. Before 1931, there were many different depictions, including a tall, gaunt man and an elf. There was even a scary Claus. So I think there's just a bunch of fucking...
I guess maybe they solidified.
Santa appeared in a red coat before Sundblom. Who the fuck is Sundblom? Oh, I think that's the guy in Coca-Cola. So yeah, he did appear in a red coat, but I think there was just many different things, and they solidified that he was in a red coat.
So we're both right,
which is kind of cool.
What was I going to say? That was because I think I remember one year watching the what was the evolution of some of our traditions, and a lot of it stemmed from like the Industrial Revolution, and how before then, like during like medieval times and stuff, during like the Yule, because it's the winter solstice is on the 21st of December. So it's basically that kind of celebration, and apparently it used to be like in a town everyone would get together and everyone would just have a fucking massive party, and just get pissed, and then everyone would bring food as well, so everyone would be like eating and drinking, and it'd be great.
What, the origin of Christmas?
This is what it used to be, and then apparently...
Yeah, because it was a pagan holiday celebrating the winter...
well, no, but even when... medieval times, like, you know, the 14th century, 15th century, it's still Christian, the country, but that was still a part of the celebration.
Well, it was the bringing of life, wasn't it? The lights to the darkest time. That's what the whole celebration is about.
But it was only during the Industrial Revolution where it was like the rich, like rich people were like, no, we can't get them to be like partying and ruining stuff. So they forcefully changed it to, oh no, with your family. It's a quiet event at home with your family, and that's it.
What? Yeah, I suppose.
Because before it was like a big communal.
We still have Christmas parties though.
Yeah, but not on like Christmas Day.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. We don't go out party in the streets.
Well, yeah, I haven't been to that many Christmas parties, I don't think, to be honest.
We always have a Christmas party. We like parties in my house.
We like to party. We like to party.
You're invited to New Year's.
Yes, I am.
Yes, you are. We've discussed
Thank you very
this.
Much.
Bonfire night, not allowed, but New Year's, I'll allow that.
Allow it. It's fine.
Allow it, mate. Allow it.
I honestly, I don't even know if I'll be able to get there because of my hand.
Anyone
missed last week's episode? I didn't punch a window. Scott threw me through a window.
Not true.
And I've cut my fingers badly.
That's not a fact.
And apparently I won't be driving for a pretty long time, so we'll see. See how it goes.
Drive. 31st, you can drive then. That's in a month. That's 30 days.
Yeah, well, they said like I might not be driving for 8 weeks. They told me.
What do they know? They're only doctors. Fuck them. Fuck them all.
Ugh, it is sad, but hopefully, this is my my wish to Father Christmas. I call him Father Christmas.
All right. Well,
I'm sorry. This is a
bit pretentious, isn't it?
A
bit fucking pretentious.
Bit Tory, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, Father Christmas. Ooh.
Well,
I'm upper class.
Oh no, because my parents always my family's not upper class, but my parents always said, oh no, the Americans say Santa Claus. We say Father Christmas. That's how I've always been.
That's the most pedantic British thing I've ever.
Yeah, I know.
We don't want to be like those dirty Americans.
Dirty Yanks. But my wish is that they fix my hands.
What?
I don't know if you can do that.
Santa?
Yeah.
Right, everyone. Right, this pisses me off a little bit. Why does everyone treat Santa like he's Jesus? Because right, I just posted this online as well. I was listening to Ariana Grande's song "Santa Tell Me."
Okay,
right?
yeah.
And she says the lyrics are, "Santa, tell me if you're really there. Don't make me fall in love again if he won't be here next year." And I'm like, Santa can't make you fall in love. Santa's not God.
Yeah.
Santa's not Cupid or Jesus. She keeps like, she's like, oh, please don't make me do this. And it's like, do you think Santa has the ability to influence your emotion? Santa's a fat man that climbs down. Yeah, he's magic. He's magic. He can go around the world
magical.
in like 14 hours. Yeah, but never once has anyone established that he is some sort of god that can grant wishes and make people fall in love with each other.
Imagine if Santa Claus was like a genie, like he was actually a genie, that kind of spirit.
Oh, mate! Someone should make a Christmas film about the fact that Santa was a genie, and the person that got the lamp's final wish was that every year on the 25th of December he'd spread cheer to everyone in the world.
Yeah, and he does it like begrudgingly.
Yeah, because he's like, oh, for fuck's sake, you've just indebted me to a lifetime of forever 25th of December spreading cheer. And he's a horrible little bastard. Someone should make a film where Santa's actually just a horrible little bastard.
I'm sure. Well, isn't that the Krampus?
There's a Krampus film.
I think so.
But Krampus is a different person.
Yeah, I know. Well, he's like the anti-Father Christmas.
Yeah. I think we should bring back Krampus. I think that's an outdated thing that we need to bring back. Cause it's
Well, I
really
think the
funny.
Germans do it still.
Yeah.
Because the Germans like, yes, we like everywhere else is like, if you're bad, we'll put coal in your stockings.
Germans like,
and then
"We'll
the Germans like,
fucking kill you."
yeah, we'll fucking murder you.
Krampus will come in and beat you bloody with a rock and then eat you. Fucking, you're very good.
Okay, I want to tell you, this is a theory that I've just had to Google it. A theory that I read about a couple of years ago, and I found it very interesting. But I've only just Googled it now because it popped into my mind, of how some people think the origins of Father Christmas, right, was these like
Saint Nicholas. Isn't it?
Well, yeah, well that's one, but this is a different one.
Well, this one's most likely wrong.
No. Listen, it is in like the very north of Sweden and Finland. There's like this own group of people. I can't remember what they're called now, but they're more like genetically linked with like Asian populations,
Right.
and they have their own culture. And apparently, within this culture, it was all about the magic mushroom.
Right.
So during
Where's
the
this
winter,
going?
during the winter in their homes, I'm like half telling this theory because I can barely remember it, and I'm trying. So there were.
So you just made it shit up.
No. So during the winter, when it was like, because they lived so far north, the snow would be so high up during these holidays, like during.
Are you just talking about Inuits?
No, because Inuits are somewhere else than Greenland, aren't they?
I don't know.
Let's not pretend. They're just the native
There's
people.
no way
of-
that they're in.
Yeah,
Scandinavia.
I don't know the name of them. I know it begins with an S anyway.
Somali.
No, shut up, Scott. Anyway, so then during the winter solstice, there would be these like shamans that would go around, and they would typically dress in red robes with white dots on them, like the magic mushrooms are. You know, like the red domed with the white dots on the mushrooms. And then they would go around, and then they would hand out these mushrooms and also other food to people during this time. But because it was snowing so much, the only way they could give these parcels to people was down the chimney. Right?
I don't believe that makes any sense.
No,
Why
no.
did they just knock on the door?
Because it's full of snow. You can't get there. Covered in snow. There was definitely more to this theory that I'm like trying to remember as well. There was something to do with like how they used to put the oh yeah. So like apparently when you do like mushrooms, you can have like joint experiences with people. Apparently, so if me and you were both on it, we could see the same like trip and see the same images apparently. So, and there was another bit where this guy was talking about, I think it was some dodgy YouTube video I was watching, and he was talking about how, so the reindeers would also eat these mushrooms, and they would be like, oh my god, the reindeer are flying. Yes! And so they all came mixed together, and anyway, that's how we have Christmas, everyone.
Oh, yay! Would you like to... I've just looked up... There's several origins of Father Christmas. Would you like to know the English origin?
Go on.
So, the oldest evidence for Christmas, basically, Father Christmas was this, he was sort of like an abstract concept rather than a person. He was just the personification of, like, happiness and cheer in winter. But then, York did a festival called the Yule Ridings, where a man, disguised as Yule, carried cakes and meat through the streets and threw nuts into the crowd. And then it was banned after complaints of very rude and barbarous behaviour.
Oh my god! Just because people were a bit like having a good time,
Having
they're
fun.
like,
They were
no,
like, fuck you, stop it. You're being too barbarous. You need to stop. Yeah, and then basically they just made a little comic book of Santa Claus being a fat man. But then you've also got Saint Nicholas and Sinterklaas.
Yeah, which are like more, aren't they from, let me guess, they're more...
They are from
like
Greece and
that's
Turkey.
I was going to say Turkey. Turkey's what I was going to say. 'Cause they're like from, yeah.
So, Saint Nicholas resurrected 3 youths after they'd been murdered and pickled in a barrel. If I was pickled in a barrel, wouldn't want to come back to life, to be honest. That sounds horrible. He also met a poor man who was about to sell his own daughters into slavery, and Saint Nicholas threw 3 bags of gold down the chimney to provide him with money, and it landed in the girls' stockings, which were drying by the fire. So that's a little reference for you. Can you guess what that's a reference to, Matt?
The stockings on the fire.
Wow!
Crazy!
No fucking way. Yeah, so basically, he spread over Europe, and everyone was like, oh, St. Nicholas is pretty cool. And in the Netherlands, they got markets to sell toys in the spirit of St. Nicholas. And then Saint Sinterklaas, Sinterklaas, I don't know how that's pronounced, impersonators dressed in red bishop costumes.
Right.
So they were red bishops because they impersonated Saint Nicholas, and then that obviously changed into Santa Claus.
And then they have, in other places, they have baby Jesus who comes along and gives you the presents.
Hang on, this is a bit fucked. Saint Nicholas would enter houses by passing through locked doors or descending down chimney. I mean, that's just what Santa Claus, but reading it as a person that does that makes it somehow more fucked. Like, you could just pass through your door in the middle of the night.
Yeah, it's such a weird, like, how...
He's a bit fucked. He's a little bit fucked. So if you think about what Santa Claus does, he's an old man that breaks into your house in the middle of the night and leaves presents for your kids.
Yeah. It's such a weird thing that, like, a lot of other, like, religious stuff or like, in today's society, we don't really give a shit about. It's because it's such an old thing.
That's because
like, we still do, because obviously it makes lots of money.
Well, yeah, none of that gives us presents as well. We like presents. You know, Jesus' sermons don't give us presents.
No.
We don't get material stuff from them, so who gives a shit? We celebrate Easter because we get chocolate.
Yeah, because of chocolate.
If the Christians wanted us to pay attention to their Bible, they should just, in every passage, they should have a little candy bar.
Yeah,
just
we should
bar.
Use this knowledge for our bonfire nights. Just give everybody. We've already got
constant.
Give
Well, we already have feasts galore, so you know.
Yeah.
We know what to do. We know how to make a holiday fun. Food and presents. That's what people like.
I found a better article that explains. So I'm not going to go into much detail, but just a recap of the mushroom.
Oh,
theory.
you're crawling back to your idea.
No. Just because I felt like I didn't explain it well enough. So a lot of people out there. So apparently, okay. Number 1, the Arctic shamans gave out mushrooms in the winter solstice. Mm-hmm. Apparently, the mushrooms, like gifts, are found underneath pine trees. Ooh. Like
so
red gifts under a tree.
And twigs.
No, but it's like red presents under a tree.
Don't know about that.
Reindeer were like shamans' spirit animals.
Fuck off. What?
Shamans dressed up like Santa Claus. Mushrooms abound in Christmas iconography, are they? I don't think they are.
Mushrooms? What?
Are they,
what does that even mean?
As in, like, do we? As in, a part of our like Christmas culture now? There's not.
There's nothing of it. There's holly and wreaths and garlands, but nothing about mushrooms.
No, I would say no. Maybe like in Sweden.
Fucker.
Maybe they do. Anyway,
okay.
This is a funny one. Rudolph's nose resembles a bright red mushroom.
Oh, shut the fuck up!
No, it makes sense.
That is literally nothing to do with anything.
And also this says, oh yeah, because Father Christmas is like from, as in today we think, oh, it's from the North Pole, and that's around about where this tradition would have been.
Yeah,
So
I get that.
But yeah, so
I don't know. Maybe it's a myriad of all the different ones.
if we're going to modernise Christmas, is everybody
Get some mushrooms in.
Everybody should trip on mushrooms on Christmas Day.
Get some fucking mushrooms in your house.
That'd be crazy. Imagine like a society where 90% of everybody trips to fuck.
Trips balls. Instead of having a Christmas dinner, you walk in, your whole family's there, and there's just a bunch of different drugs on the table.
A wonderful time.
Yeah, everyone's stripping balls. Do you want to know? I've just found something interesting. Sinterklaas. The Sinterklaas universe. It has an extended universe.
What? What are you talking about?
The Sinterklaas has an extended universe, and it expanded to include a host of frightening, violent characters who dished out punishments to naughty children. Obviously, you know Krampus, but did you know about Old Man Whipper?
Old Man
Did you know about Rough Nicholas? Furry Nicholas, there's a furry.
What, like the modern definition of a furry?
I don't know. I'm assuming
whiffing,
not.
Whiffing and coming everywhere.
And the most confusing, simply called Farmhand Rupert.
Farmhand Rupert.
I don't. He's a violent farmhand, apparently.
Right? Is there any explanations?
No, there's nothing about what they do. I didn't look it up.
No.
No, I'd rather just leave it at that.
I'd rather let's make it up. So, the first person,
Old Man Whipper.
Old Man
Whippersnapper.
So are we assuming he has
his real name is called Pierre Fortard. Pierre Fortard.
Okay, well, it depends how crazy we want to go. My first thought is he just guys that whip the reindeer on the sleigh?
Well, I'm assuming all of these people dish out punishments to naughty children.
Oh,
so I'm assuming he just fucking whips the children.
Yeah,
I'm assuming that was simple. I'm assuming he just fucking whips them.
I forgot about that. I was trying to incorporate them into a nice role in.
No, they're all fucking bastards. Krampus eats the kids. Old Man Whipper presumably just whips them. Well, I don't know when that happens. I don't know, if that happens before Christmas, or he turns up at your house on Christmas Day, knocks on the door opens, he's there with his 9 tails whip, yeah, I'm just here for your kids, mate.
And the parents are yeah, he has been very naughty.
yeah, come out back and tie him to the whipping post, let's go.
And then the next one?
Rough Nicholas.
Okay, I think we should skip Rough Nicholas.
I don't want to know what Rough Nicholas is getting up to with the kids.
Rough Nicholas just sounds like Father Christmas or Santa Claus's alter ego. He just
BDSM alter ego.
But that's what him and Mrs. Claus does in the privacy of their own bedroom.
Oh, that's into Rough Nicholas, yeah.
So that's between them two. We'll skip over that. Next one.
Then there's Furry Nicholas, which is arguably worse than Rough Nicholas.
I want to say it's when Father Christmas dresses up as his furry fursona, is obviously a reindeer.
Oh yeah, definitely. And he tries to infiltrate the reindeer. He tries to be one of them, and Rudolph's like, "What the fuck you doing, mate?" He's like, I'm not Rudolph. I'm furry dancer."
Because all of the reindeer are a bit more sentient than regular reindeer.
Oh yeah, definitely. They're magic reindeer.
They're yeah.
I mean, they were bullying Rudolph in the sun. They literally have intelligent enough to be assholes.
They're reindeer who ate magic mushrooms and then gained consciousness through that. Yeah, so he just it's just his little fantasy of becoming a reindeer, but they always know what he's doing.
Yeah, they're
I think depending on their mood, they play on. They'll be just pretend for him, and they're you're a reindeer.
I feel like the majority of the time they're kind of scared, because I'm assuming it's a sexual thing. I'm assuming it's whenever he's horny, he dresses up as a reindeer, and he tries to fuck with the reindeer.
Yeah, if
And then
Mrs.
sort of
Claus
like-
isn't up for being having a
well, the
rough and tumble with
reindeer's
Rough Nicholas.
I suppose the reindeer's the next best thing.
Exactly.
You know? Yeah, zip it up, zip.
Zip me up,
Gotta-
Mrs.
gotta
Claus.
get the
I'm
fucking
going in.
reindeer costume on. And then all the reindeers like, oh my god, Santa's really fucking weird. But there's that one reindeer that's like really into it. It's like, oh, Santa's
Which one?
joining us.
I can't even name them all.
Prancer's Dobby, a little fucking
or-
slut. No, Vixen.
Vixen.
Her name literally means like a little slut.
This little
What
fucking
what does Vixen mean? It means like a mischievous,
I thought Vixen
a spirited or fierce woman, especially one seen as sexually attractive. Yeah, so that's definitely get up there.
So I wonder if like all the
Vixen.
reindeer got given the names by like Santa
Oh,
Claus.
and he was like, "This, I want to fuck this one." So
This one's the
call it
sexiest
Vixen.
one.
This one's your anthem on sexiness. He's like, "Right, this one's definitely the most fuckable, so I'm gonna name them Vixen." And then
Yes.
Dancer's the stripper, so you know, obviously.
And Prancer just runs around naked.
Prancer's-
Well, they're all naked. They're all reindeers.
No, they got little lingerie on. I saw a meme recently that was like in the song Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. It goes like, you've heard of Prancer, Dancer, Vixen and Blitz, and it's like they say I've heard of all the reindeers, I've no idea what the name is, and then proceeds to say, have you heard of? And then the one reindeer I do know the name of. Like, Rudolph is the only one I know.
I know is it Nixon?
No, that's the president. Vixen and Blitzen.
Blitzen. There's also
Dasher. Fuck. No, what's the? It's there are 7, right? It's Donna, Dasher,
Donna and Blitzen.
Dasher,
because-
Dancer, Donna, Cupid, Donna, Blitzen, Vixen, and Steve.
Because do you know what Donna and Blitzen means?
Yeah, so he eats the doner kebab.
No. I mean,
Blitzen is the Germans in World War II.
No, Donna and Blitzen means thunder and lightning.
Oh yeah.
I wasn't asking you about the sexy reindeer. I was genuinely asking you.
No, I meant he eats doner.
It's you're my little doner kebab. You are.
Oh
Nom, nom, nom,
Jesus,
nom, nom.
that is vile. That is absolutely vile.
Anyway, what are the other
I
violent
was
characters?
going, just to clarify,
Go on.
me saying he eats Donna was not supposed to be sexual. I was literally
No, it is.
suggesting he kills Donna and cooks him and puts him in a Donna kebab.
That makes less sense because he has to use them for next year. So
Mate,
he
they're
eats-
magic.
Eats
They're
them. Whatever
magic.
you would think at home.
Thor has a goat he constantly kills and it just comes back to life, you know? Why can't Santa have that?
True. I don't know.
Anyway, Furry Nicholas we've established as a sex pest. And then
Bestiality.
my personal favourite, Farmhand Rupert. I don't know what the fuck he does. But apparently he's very violent and frightening and he dishes out punishments.
But like,
Is he just a guy? He's not even magic. He's just their next door neighbour that's aggressive.
so I'm imagine like Father Christmas is sitting there at the North Pole. He's got his naughty list in front of him, and he's like, "Okay, John Smith. Krampus, you're going to sort him out. Right, go." And he goes off. Okay, this
Yeah.
one, I'll sort him out myself. I was go over there dressed up as a reindeer.
Just as a reindeer and I'll fuck him.
Yeah, Jessica Johnson. I will send over the whipping guy, whatever his name is.
Imagine a kid waking up on like midnight. You know the song where it's like quiet as a mouse. Like all of a sudden throughout the house, except for Santa outside, just as a reindeer knocking on the glass. Come outside, Jimmy. Come outside. There's a reindeer here. You want to come outside and pet me?
But like, can they still tell it's Santa at that point?
Oh yeah, no, it's very obvious. His outfit is not very good.
He
He's
handmade it.
clearly a fat man in a onesie, but you know.
Just those like really shitty onesies you get.
Yeah. Jimmy, come outside and pet the reindeer.
Oh my god! And then within this list, when he's like, okay, yeah, the whipping guy, go, Krampus,
He's like,
go, and then the other end, all right, we're going to send Johnson the farmhand, or whatever his name is.
Farmhand Rupert.
Farmhand Rupert.
He's just a guy that works in a farm just like near the naughty child. He's like, oh, you'll do. He just goes, don't beat up that child, please.
Right on it, Santa Claus.
Farmers would be like, fuck yeah, okay.
Jesus Christ.
I do want to know what a farmhand does.
Pardon?
I do want to know.
A
Oh,
farmhand just like bits and pieces.
God.
What?
no, you've got to look at what this guy looks like.
Wait, have you actually googled Farmhand Rupert?
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm scared now.
He looks.
Oh, he looks
He
like
looks like a little gnome. He looks quite lovely.
Is he not an elf?
He's just got a vacant expression. He is a companion of Saint Nicholas.
Is it Satan?
He's a companion of Satan.
Okay.
He's the most vile. What does he do? There's a movie about him?
Of course there is.
Oh, he's in Krampus. What does he do?
So is he a gnome? Or is
He's
he an elf?
referred to as the Holy Christ. Bloody hell, Farmhand Rupert. What? I don't even know.
Maybe he looks after the reindeer.
He threatens to thrash or abduct disobedient children.
Right, isn't that what they all do? Oh my god, no,
They
I just
all-
got
they're
a
all
horrifying... Okay, if we're making a horror movie about Father Christmas, right? No, so okay, naughty kids.
Yeah.
He sends out his goons, so these lads, to go out and kidnap them.
They're like
bring
the
them
four
back,
horsemen of the apocalypse, but the
and
four
then-
horsemen of winter.
and then he, like, genetically mutates these children into elves, and then they make toys for the good children.
Oh, that's such a fucking good idea. Yeah. Wait, that's
fucking
such a
awful,
good
but-
horror film idea. Like, all the disobedient children become elves.
Yeah.
That is actually... Mate, we should write a film.
And then,
That's,
because, like...
that's actually so good. I'd watch the shit out of that film. I wonder what's Krampus about? Because there's a film called Krampus. I feel like I need to see.
I've seen
What is
bits of
17?
it.
It's quite recent.
Yeah, I've seen bits of it, but
Oh, it's
I'm
a
not
short
very...
though.
Is it?
It's 19 minutes long.
No, there's a fully film, isn't there? Surely, no.
Oh, 2015. Yeah, there is.
Yeah, right. But I've seen bits of that, and
It's a horror comedy.
Oh, maybe that's why I watched it. Because I don't really like horror films. Oops.
Okay, so Krampus just comes away and tries to kill his family. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. I think your idea is so good. I reckon disobedient children should be turned into elves by
Yeah.
the fucking four horsemen of Christmas.
Yeah, I just know, but like, even though it sounds like a good idea, but like I can't think of the scene.
Old man Whipper, Rough Nicholas, Furry Nicholas, and Farmhand Rupert. Well, Rough Nicholas and Furry Nicholas are both the same person. It's just different moods.
I think the most horrifying scene in the film is when they're turning them into elves. I just can't get
Just
past.
like a really graphic, like horrifying.
Yeah, like surgery almost.
Yeah, and it's like blood everywhere as well. It's like not. It's like a back alley surgeon.
Yeah.
Like,
And then when it's done, they have like the most like vacant expression, like
yeah. And Farmhand Rupert could be the surgeon. He's a farmhand. He's got the skills, with a hand.
Yeah, he's used to like murdering pigs and stuff. He can.
Yeah, he murders children and turns them into his little toy elf thing. That sounds
like slave
horrifying.
labour to make
That
toys for the good children. But like,
that would ruin Christmas.
but they deserve it because they're like naughty kids. That
Oh
don't
yeah,
listen to their
because
parents.
they didn't eat their vegetables, so therefore they deserve to be massacred and turned into a life of slavery. That's what happened.
So it starts on a family setting. It's getting towards Christmas, but not yet. And the kid's like, "No, I do not want to eat my broccoli." And they're like, "Little Jason, if you don't eat your broccoli, you're going to be on Father Christmas's naughty list."
And you know what happens then.
And he's like, "No, I don't care." And he storms upstairs. And the next thing you know, it's fucking Krampus. Fucking...
Well, okay, so there's four. Well, there's five, including Rough Nicholas, but we don't want to go into that.
No.
There's four sort of horsemen of Christmas. What's the order in which the camp? I feel like Old Man Whipper's the first.
Yeah, definitely.
Because he's the one that sort of suffers them a bit. He's the one. He's a torturer, basically.
He looks like the child snatcher from.
Yeah.
Choo Choo Bang Bang.
So Jason's just not eating his vegetables. He's stormed up to his room, and the mother and the father are like, right, call Santa Claus. They
Yeah.
dial him up. Within minutes, old man Whipper is knocking on the door. He's like, "Where's the fucking kid?" And
It's whipping time!
They drag the kids screaming outside to the whipping post that everyone has in their back garden. Obviously, everyone has a whipping post set up in their back garden. They strap him to it. He's crying. Old man Whipper's like, "Ugh!"
Yeah, in this film, how old is Jason?
7 years old.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, you don't scare the little kids. That's the whole point of the film. Otherwise, they wouldn't behave.
Oh, so it's like propaganda.
Yeah, it's a proper,
But also, but it's fun
propaganda
for
for
all
good
ages.
parenting.
Yeah, the kids,
Yeah,
will,
yeah.
like the parents will enjoy watching it.
So yeah, this old man whips him till his back's just bleeding, just a mess of whips and blood.
Yeah.
And then
the whipper guy does like a jaunty little like bow, and then he leaves.
yeah. Oh yeah. The adults all clap as well. They're like, "Oh, well done, whipper man, well done." He's
Yeah.
like, "Thank you very much." And then
Yeah, he's Italian.
Yeah, obviously. And do you?
My pleasure. And
then-
he runs off.
And then
And then the kid
Krampus-
thinks that's it. The kid's like,
yeah. So like, oh,
I'm sorry, I'll
finally.
never do it again.
And then,
I'll eat my
and then
broccoli.
you know the shot in a horror film where like something appears slowly behind him, like coming up from the ground, and he doesn't notice it. Krampus just sort of like rises from the snow as like this horrifying demon, just like
Yeah.
breathes into him, and then just fucking grabs his head. And
Fucking does like an RKO on him.
yeah, RKOs him into the fucking ground, slams on his neck, and then pulls him down to like the underworld of Christmas. And then he keeps him in like this horrible dungeon.
Yeah, where there's like 12 other kids.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
like a prison cell. They've all
And
gone through the same experience.
He keeps him there for like a week. They have to eat rats and stuff, like live
Yeah,
rats. And then Furry Nicholas does it.
No, and he pretends that he's like going to save them at first. He's like,
Oh, is that
Father
Rough
Chris-"
Nicholas or Furry
No,
Nicholas?
Furry Nicholas. He's
Furry
like,
Nicholas is like,
I'm gonna break you out. I'm gonna bring you home to your parents, and they're all getting excited.
and then there's 50 minutes of the film that literally cannot be shown to anyone. Like, it's abhorrent. It's so fucked. No one ever watches it.
Yeah.
And then they take him to Farmhand Rupert after Furry Nicholas has done whatever Furry Nicholas does with it. I don't know.
Furry Nicholas puts on his reindeer suit.
Yeah.
And he gets the reindeers, and then he puts them all on the like each kid, like, okay, you've got to go on the back of this reindeer, back of this
yeah,
reindeer. So
and
he
he's like,
still
we're going to
thinks they're
escape,
saving
we're going to escape.
them.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm going to take you to the North Pole. And they're like, yay! Yes, let's go. And then they go there and spend the whole flight there. And it's like magical music because they think they're being saved and be good. It's the North Pole. And suddenly the music stops. And they go into a room just with... I keep fucking
Oh yeah,
forgetting
the
their
reindeers
names.
bring them into. Yes.
Yes,
so
they fly into
So Furry
North
Nicholas is like the
Pole.
deliverer. He's the.
Yeah.
He doesn't do anything. He doesn't do anything to the kids.
Yeah,
Everyone
so
calm down.
they think
It's
they're being
okay.
saved.
They think they're being saved. He's just a manipulator. And then the reindeers lead him to the workshop where Farmhand Rupert's there with a manic lit in his eye, blood
Like,
all
yeah.
over him.
And like a table full of butcher knives. And
Yeah. And it's not like, it's not surgical equipment. It's what he uses to butcher the pigs. It's very rudimentary. They got rust on them. Rudimentary butcher's knives. And they come in one by one. And he just hacks away at them, chops their legs, makes them small.
Yeah,
like,
chops their ears off.
no, it extends them. Or he puts, is that fake ears then? Or does he
don't
just
know.
mutilate the ears into a point?
Yeah, he just sharpens them. Like,
Just sharpens the
yeah,
ears.
like
This
whittles
is
them into a
literally
point.
gonna give me nightmares.
Same.
This is literally so like fun.
The vibe at the start of the podcast and now
was
is
funny.
dramatically changed.
It's dramatically changed. It is horrible now, and I'm picturing it. I'm picturing what's happening, and it's fucking vile. But anyway, so Farmhand
he like
Rupert
tinkers with their
basically.
like brain to make them like
Oh
docile.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, he makes them docile and he mutilates them and then he sends them and then like the film just ends with like them just walking into sweatshop that is Santa's workshop, and it's like horrible conditions. All the elves just like blank stares, just making toys, and they just have to take their place.
And
then there's just a message. It fades out, and the message goes like, "You wouldn't want this to be you."
No. I think the end there should be. So they're like all working in the sweatshop, and then the big doors open, and there's Father Christmas. Like actually looks like Father Christmas standing there.
Yeah.
But he's like the most jolly, like, ho ho ho! It's only 14 days to Christmas, and my elves, we need to get. And he's like so joyous and happy. But he doesn't. But everyone else is so like sad and depressed making the toys. And they're like, "Oh, what a magical time of the year!" And it's such like a contradiction of the vibes.
But then the last shot of the film is like Santa be like, "Oh ho ho," and it zooms in on his eyes, and there's just like nothing there. It's as cold as the Arctic.
They're red.
Yeah, he's literally just like a sadistic little fucker.
Oh my god! And what's the name of the film?
And then like he looks, he's like, ho, he's looking around, and then he looks directly at the camera and goes, ho ho ho, and then it cuts to black, and it's like, oh, Santa's coming for you, he's gonna fuck you up. What's the name?
Something naughty.
The four horsemen of
naughty or nice? Naughty little boys. No.
I think the four horsemen of Christmas,
maybe,
or like something you know what is unassuming. So you walk into it and you're like, oh, it's a Christmas film. Oh, it's a bit interesting. And then you walk in, and you're like, what the fuck is happening?
Maybe it should just be called Naughty or Nice.
Yes, I reckon that's a good one.
Because people know that as like, oh, it's a Christmas film.
Yeah, it's Christmas, and it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't really give them any information about like the monstrosities that's gonna happen in this film.
Yeah, it feels like a quick plot though. It moves a lot. It's like an hour or 45 minutes.
Oh yeah. No, it's a short film because the whole plot is just a child being tortured. So you know, there's little that you can wring out of that sponge.
But like
it's a basic concept.
The film direction is like those films, those like war films in like Afghanistan where they're like being like terrorism and like where there's like really shaky cam and they're like, oh yeah, you get chucked in the van, and it's all that kind of editing. You should do like a documentary, like first person, like the Blair Witch. Yeah.
Oh, great, that's brilliant. Yeah, I think that would do really well. I reckon that will like outsell every other Christmas film. Love Actually's got nothing on us.
Yeah, well, every parent's going to buy it to get their kids to act correctly.
Well, also they won't know. They'll sit down for a nice family after a nice family dinner with their grandparents and their kids. They'll sit down and be like, oh, I found this new Christmas film that's come out. It looks really good. And also, like, all the wallpaper and not wallpaper, like the cover art for it, all the promotional material will be like really jolly, really festive and Christmassy.
Of course, yeah. And the trailer is like super. It's just,
and we'll try and hide the genre. We won't really tell people what the genre is because we'll have to list it as a horror, but we won't tell people. So everyone will go into it thinking like, oh, it's a nice family festive film, and then like, and the start as well is like stereotypical family festive. Like it's Jason's
music,
Jason's having his nice little like family time. Also, we should build up to it. So Jason has like his stool and his friends and his little snowball fight. So everything seems lovely. Everyone seems nice. And then the moment he doesn't eat those fucking vegetables, it all goes to shit.
Turns.
That's like half an hour into the film. We've seen Jason's happy time. We've seen him be a lovely child. So when he gets turned into a slave at the end, it just makes it even more raw. It makes it even more painful.
It is crazy. I think we actually invented the worst I don't think anyone could make a Christmas film that's worse.
There's more fucked up than that.
I honestly can't think like this is terrifying.
Yeah, if I did special effects, I would want to make that. I feel like
one day
it won't get through processing,
we could just send this into an AI, and they'll be like, I've made this film for you now. Here you go.
I reckon it would be sort of like, you know, the Winnie the Pooh horror came out. It'd be those sorts of vibes where it's like taking something very innocent and lovely and turn it into a fucking monster.
Because that always just makes it worse. Makes it like 10 times worse. That
yeah, if it's something innocent. Yeah, exactly.
Like that's why like Midsummer is so like scary. Because it's like bright, everything's so bright and like seemingly nice.
Midsummer was just farts. I didn't really like that. I was like, what is going on? But I suppose that's what's supposed to. You're supposed to feel deeply uncomfortable and like, what is happening? Because it wasn't scary. It was just really, really disturbing.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was well like made, but scary.
Well, I think that concludes a very successful Christmas podcast.
Yeah, so we're going to be like we've done for the bonfire night. I'm sure we'll be talking about Christmas.
4 weeks of Christmas planned out for you viewers, so get ready for that.
Yeah, so let us know if you want to see Naughty or Nice in cinemas.
Oh, they don't need to let us know. We know they do. we know for a fact they do.
It's such a good idea.
Yeah, it's brilliant. How did anyone not want it?
So I hope this got everybody into the Christmas spirit. If I haven't done
definitely festive. What a festive episode that was. Definitely festive, and we hope you enjoy the run up to Christmas, having all the Christmas songs decorating your place. It's going to be a fun time this year. I can feel it in my bones.
Same. I just hope that like the story invades the listeners' dreams at night.
Oh yeah, I'm
hoping they can't be too jolly.
No, yeah. There's got to be a balance, you know. In life, there's always a balance. Yeah, so I hope you do have a couple of nightmares throughout the Christmas period about our film. But on the whole, have a good Christmas. And we'll see you next week for more festive fun.
Goodbye, everybody.
And Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Thanks for listening to Radio in the Weeds. Make sure to tune in next week for jokes, gags, and general tomfoolery. Bye-bye!